Arts and culture are at the center of our core principles here at Cox Communications. It's one of our central values for Cox in this community. We support arts in the community in a variety of different ways. We do so through funding, sponsorships, capital campaigns, and in-kind investments. Some of the organizations that we have funded and supported over the years include Tucson Symphony Orchestra, Tucson Museum of Art, Tucson Museum of Contemporary Art, Tucson Children's Museum, the Loft Cinema, the Rialto Theater. Cox recently installed a community art gallery with the help of Southern Arizona Arts and Cultural Alliance, and it's an opportunity for us to highlight both local artists in the community and bring attention to arts in the community, as well as give our employees ultimately a chance to celebrate the art and creative things that they do. It's part of our commitment also to diversity in the community and for our employees. It's an exciting way for our employees to talk about diversity, gives them a different way to address diversity in the community, and also gives them a chance to show off their creative talents. Cox has invested in arts and culture in this community because it is a core value for our corporation, but also because it has an impact on the community. Arts and culture is a differentiator for the Tucson community, and we feel that the value that Cox can bring in terms of its support to the community is enabling further access to the arts in the community, but also being an economic stimulator for arts in the community. It's a core business principle for what we do too. It helps to, I think, include our employees as part of what's important to them and connect them back into the community. Cox is all about delivering life's most important connections, whether that's for our employees who live and work here or our customers who live and work in the community, and arts and culture is part of one of those core important connections in the community. Cox's commitment to innovation and creativity, both in what we do as a company and in the communities we serve, shows up in the way we support arts, both in the community and with our local workforce. An example of that we've seen recently is through our art installation, we highlighted and invited artists to focus on diversity. Diversity is one of Cox's core pillars. We have a diversity council that meets regularly both locally and nationally, and we've been able to instigate some really great conversations around diversity that probably wouldn't have occurred without this art installation, without people being able to visibly see what diversity means and how it shows up in this community. Another great example of what Cox is doing in the community to support arts and culture is the Presidio Project, which included a number of Cox volunteers going out and really being able to support and help a critical cultural component in this community, the Presidio, and go in and be able to do some renovations and really give it a facelift. So our employees were able to gather and convene and celebrate this project. And it was a team builder as well, and it also connected them back into the rich culture in the community. Cox has benefited greatly from our partnership with SAACA. It's been a great and unique partnership for the company. We've been able to leverage both SAACA's talent and expertise to see impactful results, like an incredible increase in our customers turning out for things like Movies in the Park, which brings together families from all across Tucson to enjoy a night out in the park. We've also, with SAACA's help, been able to connect these people that are coming out for Movies in the Park in a unique way with organizations like the Zoo or Tucson Museum of Art, and bring them together under the banner of Movies in the Park and help this community to celebrate what's happening culturally in Tucson today. We've also been able to benefit from our partnership with SAACA to be able to do something like an art installation, which is something Cox wouldn't have been able to do on our own. And it has been a really, I think, impactful and celebrated project here by our workforce. Cox understands the impact of the arts in this community in Southern Arizona. The numbers clearly speak for themselves. The arts community reports that arts generate $87 million in revenue for the community. Our premier art organizations are generating 500,000 visitors each year in this community, so it makes business sense for us to support the arts. It's the right thing to do. It's also what our customers are looking for. I think it's about quality of place for us as well. So although it's altruistic in many ways to support the arts, it's also good business for Cox to support the arts, because if you have a richer, more prosperous community, that ultimately benefits Cox's bottom line as well.